What's up, everybody? It is Generalkidd here. How is everyone doing today? So, for today's video, we are going to be doing something a little bit fun and hopefully interesting. And that is, we are going to be taking a look at what hunters look like when they are infected by the flood. So, as you probably know, we never see hunters get infected by the flood, and for a good reason too. But, for today, we'll see what that's like. But before we get into that, I want to first give a big shout out to my sponsor, Instant Gaming. If you are in the market for some cheap games or great deals on other games, then look no further than Instant Gaming. Here you'll be able to find great deals on many of your favorite games across numerous platforms, so if that's something you're in the market for and want to help support my channel in the process, then feel free to check it out via the link in the description below. Alright, so here we go. I spawned a hunter here, and first we need to make the hunter dead so they can get infected. And we have a little flood carrier here. Let's pop it and, well, just let the process happen. So let's play in slow motion here so you can see it happen. Most of the infection forms ignore the hunter, but one will inevitably go for it. So that'll be this one right here. It is going to burrow into the soft part of the hunter's chest and infect it. So here it is in slow motion. And there you go. So, few things here. Yes, I know that the flood tank is a pure form and not actually a hunter. This is just more of a, a random thing, I guess. But yeah, I know it doesn't make any sense at all. Hunters in lore, they can't really get infected by the flood, at least not like this. I think they're pretty much just converted into like flood biomass, and that's it. But they definitely do not transform to the pure form. But you know what? Back in the day, when Halo 3 first came out, pretty much a lot of people thought that the flood tanks were flood hunters, and I thought it'd be funny to make the hunters turn into flood tanks in this case. But no, technically the hunters, they actually don't turn into any kind of flood. There really are no flood forms that I can turn a hunter into that makes sense at all. But the flood tank is the closest thing to a flood hunter, so to speak, but it is not. This is not canon. It is not lore. So it just don't take it to lore, lore wise or anything like that. But yeah. So anyways, right now I've only been to show you dead hunters getting infected by the flood and turning into flood tanks. Let's see what they look like when they get infected while still alive. Now, the only way to do that is to swap the Marines on the mission Floodgate with the Hunters, because those Marines, they self-infect, like they're scripted to get infected. And because I can't get Hunters infected while they're still alive, the only way to do that is to have them scripted to be infected. And hence the mission Floodgate is perfect for that. There are, I think, like 3 Marines that automatically get infected, like pretty much no matter what. And therefore they just turn into these flood tanks here. However, you may have noticed that there's really no like transformation animation, and that's because hunters, they're not meant to be infected by the flood, so that's why they kind of just turn into a flood like instantly without any like animation really. But just for fun, to make it more like make a little bit more sense, but still not much sense. We added a few armor pieces, hunter armor pieces, to like the back of a flood tank. So we had the back plating and the spikes from the hunter just kind of sticking out and covering their backs a little bit. It's not like a perfect addition to them, but it's a little bit of hunter parts on them, so it makes a little more sense. But it still really doesn't make any sense at all. This is more just for fun and just for the heck of it. But yeah, so there you guys have it. That is, in some other universe, in a hypothetical world, what hunters will be like if they got infected. And this is for all the people who back in the day thought that flood tanks were infected hunters. Because when I first got Halo 3 back in 2007, I was I don't know, it was like a long time ago, but at first I thought the same thing as well, that flood tanks are infected hunters. I mean, eventually I learned they were not, but you could definitely see the resemblance. And now with this little mod, it's not canon, but it kind of somewhat resembles Hit. But yeah, so hopefully you guys did find this to be interesting, and if you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like. And if there's anything else you want me to check out or look into, or mod or whatever, or anything you want to see in general, just let me know in the comments, and I'll definitely do my best to get around to it when I get the chance. But other than that, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.